What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Kirk again with the next live craziness. How you guys is doing, man? How you guys is doing? Crazy, crazy, crazy Sunday. Oh man, I am here in the building, and good evening to everybody, man. Good evening to everybody. Let me get my stuff up, and yeah, good evening to everybody. How you guys doing? I am over here. I'm trying to answer some last minute text message. But yeah, guys, I'm here in the building. I did not get to send out this notification earlier than you know what I mean? So forgive me for this, guys. But yeah, we're gonna talk about some stuff tonight. Shout out to my man, Serious Lane. Go check him out, man. Go check him out. All right. His channel is called Serious Lane. And yeah. First I want to say, man, thank you guys for coming on the live, man. We're gonna get some started discussion tonight. Because in this pandemic, a lot of people are taking advantage of trucking companies, truck drivers, trucking companies. They're taking advantage of us who come out here in this dangerous job that we have to be delivering stuff, 20, 30,000 pounds, 40,000 pounds with these big semi trucks. You know, box truck, we have to be sometimes do physical labor because of the fact that we have and some people, you know, with you know, with 53 footer don't have that. So, you know what I mean? Shout out to Mr. Blake, man. Welcome in tonight. So we're gonna talk about the whole idea where truckers are not being I wouldn't say respected. We're not being respected and we're not being properly treated. That would be a fair statement to say, because respect goes a long way. You have to earn respect. And so we want to, you know, kind of keep it on a balance. But there are some people over here that are just disrespecting us straight up. And yeah, I am going to share my thoughts on that. Before I get into this live, man, don't forget to hit that like button. Shout out to Mr. Contem. Shout out to Diego. Welcome to the live. Don't forget to hit that like button, guys, please, as they come in. You know what I mean? Step in the house and just, you know, hit that like button. But we're gonna talk about a subject that is that I feel that we need to be having more often, because I'm an old school guy, okay? But I'm also a radical guy. Big up to Lando. That's my boy right there, Lando. So Lando, Cantem D, and Expedite Direct, they are the three richest guys that I know right now. They got so much money. It's not even funny, especially the guys from Atlanta. So yeah, and you know, when you live in Miami, you have to be having some serious cash. So my boy Lando, but my boy Lando is the worst out of all of them. He has more money than anybody else. All right. Shout out to my man Hector, man. What's going on, Hector? Good evening, Hector. You're welcome, sir. What's going on, Randy? Man, yo, listen, I'm apologizing to you guys, man, but let me tell you, man, being a YouTuber is not a easy task, guys. Trust me when I say that. It's not an easy task, all right? So I want you guys to bear with me. Let me check my are you guys seeing me right now? Because my screen and my end go blank. I'm trying to, okay. Yeah. All right. So my my screen go blank. So yeah, I wanted to check. But yeah, man, we're gonna talk about this tonight. I think we should be having this discussion. And yeah, we wanted to touch base with that tonight. All right. We're gonna talk about these brokers and dispatchers that are taking advantage of drivers, and I am going to share my experience with. I'm gonna bring one of my mentorees on, and he's been out here, I think 2 weeks now, and just started his trucking company. You know, hit me up, put him on game, and his first week running with me, he has a horrible. When I say horrible, a horrible experience with a broker. And I'm going to set this straight for you guys who are coming out here and don't know your rights, okay? And when you don't know your rights, this is why when I first came on my channel, I said, do your research, get with someone that has knowledge in this business, that knows the ins and the outs, who can hold you by the hand and said, this is how you should do it, and this is the way to go, yada, 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 okay? And yeah, all right. So we're gonna talk about that tonight. Are you guys hearing me loud and clear? Just let me know if you guys are hearing me loud and clear. All right. And we're gonna talk about this discussion. I'm just answering some texts that I sent out to a couple people, so they're just hitting me up. I want everybody to get in, just share this video, hit the like button. Thank you guys. Welcome, Rome. Rome is here to only do one thing, and it's to start trouble. So we're gonna start some trouble tonight using Rome. But yeah, we're gonna talk about that tonight. If you're new to my channel, or if you just come across my channel, my name is Kirk. I talk about the box truck business. If you're trying to get in the box truck business and you want to be well informed, you may want to subscribe to my channel, and just stick around and watch a couple of videos, because you're gonna learn a lot from me. All right, I've been doing this box truck business a very long time. I started my company in 2011 after a supervisor said, "You're fired." Yeah, that's the last guy fired me. Yeah, there's a song that says, I forgot the name of the song, but I think there's a line that says, it happens to me before, I will never let it happen to me anymore. So they don't get to do that no more. All right. Like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. I am here to talk about dispatchers and brokers, and we are going to let you guys, I'm going to let you guys understand your rights from a owner perspective. If you are trying to come into this box truck business, it is very important for you to understand that you are running a business that you are 100% ownership and control of that business. Okay? If you get into any violation, whether it's with the FMC, whether it's with the police pulling you over for speeding, whether it's a driver you give the truck and he hits something, whatever the case is, you are 100% responsible for anything that goes on in your company. I don't care what nobody else tells you. Okay? If you have a violation and they write a ticket out to your company and you are the driver of your own company, you are responsible to take care of that issue. It's not nobody else's responsibility. The reason why I'm saying this to you guys, it is your responsibility to know your rights when you come out here and running your company. It's not just jumping in trucks and making money. It's way more deeper than that. This is why some people come out here and they leave out here in a short period of time. because they think that they come out here and somehow they can master this thing in 2-3 weeks, in a month, in a year and a half. You are lying to yourself, okay? And I'm gonna bring my mentoring on right now in a little bit, and we're gonna talk about what happened. All right. So I'm just telling you guys who are coming in this trucking business, when you come out here, you have to know what I would say, your bylaw. You have to know your rights. This is why sometimes you guys hear me talk like this, because I know listen to me. Let me say this. I think I say this in one of my videos. I don't know everything. I'm not sitting here bringing up subject and letting you guys
go for Grubhub.
You hungry?
So hungry.
The usual.
Yeah.
With the...
On the side, though.
Ever thought of joining the FBI?
No, I haven't.
Looking for people outside of law enforcement.
As a student of the FBI Academy, I devote myself to the pursuit of truth and knowledge.
I worked in insurance before applying to the Bureau.
I was a nurse. You don't know me.
No, but I will.
I've had good classes, but I never had an exceptional one.
So glad we're in the same class.
Soma, you got to look after one another.
Toast, class of 09.
Class of 09.
The Bureau claims to want different types of people.
Talking to you guys like I know everything, but this is what I'm going to tell you. I know enough not to be deceived for that. All right. So that's what we're going to talk about tonight. Dispatchers and brokers who are taking advantage of you guys. All right. Now, let me get this thing straight before I even start, because I don't want to get any email also. Shout out to Goldie. Shout out to Goldie. Good evening, Goldie. I am not talking to dispatcher. Let me make a clarification, because every time I say something, people bonfire upon me. You know what I mean? If you are a dispatcher and you are doing the job of a dispatcher and you are communicating with your driver, you are making sure that your driver been taken care of. You are looking out for your driver business and for your business. I am not talking to you. This subject is not for you. This is why this is for people who are out here and just being reckless and think that you can just make a few bucks off of drivers, and these guys are driving their truck, they crap. I'm not talking about dispatchers who are getting up 8 o'clock in the morning and making sure that their drivers are taken care of. I'm not talking about those dispatchers. I'm talking about you dispatchers who come in this business and your sole goal is to take out your girlfriend from Instagram down in Miami renting damn Tesla. You're the reckless one. That's the one I'm going to be talking about tonight. I'm talking about the brokers who have the same mindset. You get in this broker business only to be making money off drivers. I'm not talking about brokers who are making sure that we in compliance, that we pick up the load safely, make it safely, give us the right weight. Those brokers are the brokers I am not talking about. I am talking about you brokers who come out here and you don't care if we could be driving that damn truck in a tornado. Okay? So let me make myself clear, because every time I do something, I get a flooded bunch of email of people saying, well, you this and you that and all that stuff. You get what I'm saying? So I don't want to hear it after this. And for all you people, let me say this again. For all you people who are coming in the live and you're showing up late and you get into this partial conversation, meaning that the conversation was well in effect. And you just coming in and just start show your own entire scenario. Like, you guys remember the time when I was talking about people coming on my live and I was asking why you here, and somebody named KK just jumping, just running our finger or running his finger? This, please guys, take the time to sit back down and rewatch my program before you start to say anything nasty to people. Okay? So that is what I want to say to some of you guys. Not everybody does it, but some people know who follow my channel. You got some pop-up. I call them pop-up. They come late and they just start being nasty to everybody in the live. Okay? Matter of fact, there's a features I'm going to turn on my subscribe on my channel. If you're not subscribed to my channel, you will not be able to comment in my comment section. I'm going to use it. It's given by YouTube, okay? So when you come here, if you don't subscribe, you don't get to say anything. How about that? Because some of the people who don't subscribe, they got the most opinion. You charging us for this. You're doing this. You're doing that. You got the most opinion. But you never book a consultation. You don't even subscribe to the channel. You don't even hit the like button when you come into the live. You just got more opinion than everybody else. All right? Hit the like button, guys. There's 20 people watching. All right? I hope some dispatcher watching this, because I don't have too many people who follow my channel who are dispatchers who you get what I'm saying? Who nasty to drivers and stuff. You get what I'm saying? Call them pop-up. I'm telling you. But yeah, man, I'm telling you. So we're gonna talk about this tonight. I am going to drop the link for my mentorees and let him join me in a minute. But let me say this to you guys, okay, while I get him on the phone. When you start your business, think about this. You start your business solely on your income. Every single dollar you spend, it's whether it's renting a truck, you have to get the money, insurance, all the stuff that puts your trucking business together is funded by you. Guys, when you come out here, this is why it's so important for you guys to know your own self-worth. Because if you come out here and you invest in your own self to come out here, don't come out here and let these people abuse you, man. Don't let them talk to you anyhow. Don't let them shout at you. Don't let them hang the phone upon you and then call you back. Don't let them disrespect you and think that you're a piece of crap truck driver, because a lot of these guys out here, that's what they do. They don't play that crap with me. Okay? So I'm just telling you guys that that you start your company, man, and don't play games when y'all come out here. If you were at a 9-to-5 and you ain't taking crap from the supervisor, because your main reason for leaving your job was not taking crap from your supervisor, do not come out here and start your business where you are the CEO and take crap from people. It's just not gonna happen. And the older you get in your business, is the less tolerance you have. Don't ever let nobody let you walk on chalk line out here. Okay? So we're gonna talk about that tonight. And you know me, I get all wild up, I get on fire. You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna bring my mentoree on, and he's gonna share his we're gonna share his expression. Why so serious?
What's going on, brother? Why so serious?
Oh man. Hey, shout out to my man. I just tell him to go subscribe to your channel. You just started in the box truck game, but you mostly talk about cars, right?
Yeah, so I talk about cars, people, car meets, things like that, and then now getting into the box truck industry. Now it has opened up another realm for my channel to show my experience. I don't go over numbers. I let Kirky Fresh go over the numbers.
Right. But I'm the number guy.
You're the number guy. So if anything, I'm the adventures guy. So I go out, I meet people, and matter of fact, I'm working on a video right now, and you can actually see me interact on that first load before I actually start with the
hit me up.
integration. Yeah.
Yeah, and we was in Atlanta last week, Saturday and Sunday actually. A lot of people didn't know that. We were in Atlanta. I'm on your channel with the video that you're gonna post. Man. We were chopping it up. We stay at the same hotel. You know what I mean? We had a wonderful time. We were just interacting. I mean, we didn't get to do too much because of the time, and we had to, like, you know. You see, that's what happened when you work with your boy Kirk. There's no time to play, man.
No time to play. I tell you what, man. Initially they gonna have to watch the video, so they got
yeah.
So,
but
a lot of gems that you were putting in on the video as well. So I'm like, maybe 4 videos behind, because again, you mentioned the YouTube is a job on its own.
Oh my goodness! Listen, let me say this, man. I have to apologize to my YouTubers. I'm really have to apologize to them because I got so many videos stacked up right now. It's too much. You get what I'm saying? It's too much. And I'm thinking about hiring a media person to do the YouTube stuff for me, because negotiating freight, booking load, mentoring guys, it's like, it's opened up a whole different job for me.
Right.
And so I got videos from Washington State all the way up to today, and I still haven't posted them as yet because there's so much going on. You get what I'm saying? It is a good thing. I'm not complaining, but I still owe my subscribers who are loyal to me. I still there's a duty I gotta commit, that I'm already initially commit to them to do. You know what I mean? So I wanted to make sure that these guys are seeing what I'm doing. One of the things that we did not get to do was to make a video of you and me separate from your video because of the damn time.
Correct.
The time was on. It's so people don't understand the time that it takes. It's crazy.
But we're gonna make up with that because we got something to work.
Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, I'm just trying to explain to them, like, people think we got time to, like, just waste, but it like, we meet up last week. It was so intense.
Boom,
you get what I'm saying?
Oh, we gotta go do this.
Oh my goodness, I can't.
So what I can say as a newbie coming into the industry, sleep is so important. If I can get that anything, it's like you get to the hotel, you're like, oh man, well, I'm gonna work on a video. Remember what I told you? I said, man, I'm gonna work on a video.
Yeah.
You have to get the proper sleep to be on this.
But but what's crazy is that I call you not 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
And you said that you came down, ate breakfast, and went back up and fell asleep.
Yep.
And I was like, bro, I was, it's crazy. I don't know, it's crazy. But I want to shout out a couple people. Shout out to my man Rick, man, and shout out to BCAS Box Trucking. This is a guy. This guy, I have a lot of respect for him.
Oh yeah, I've been watching him as well.
He's
most definitely.
Yeah, he's
hilarious.
He has a rider's truck, and I told my wife that he's one of the couple that I actually like that's on YouTube. He's funny. His girlfriend is funny. So I want to shout him out. And if I were supposed to mentor someone, I think I would pick him. Straight up.
Over me? Really?
Listen to this guy, man. Listen to this guy, man. You already in the clique.
Okay, all right, I'll let you pass.
You already. We're gonna talk about the privilege that you getting that a lot of people ain't getting.
Wow.
You get what I'm saying? But let's get into this dialogue, man, because you reach out to me, you book a consultation, you reach out to me, we spend quite a few time on the phone, we hit it off, and we kept in contact on various different occasions. And so you want to just tell my people how you get started and you know, the interaction that you have before you come in contact with me, so we can let them have an understanding of how we meet and why you come to me and all that stuff. You know what I mean?
So I'm not gonna get too much in the story because you'll have to watch my channel to see my story.
Right,
but
right.
I'm gonna give you all a synopsis. So when me and my wife, we have this business together. We have our own trucking together. We started this together. We want to build a family business right off the bat. So I stumbled upon Kirky Fresh, as he called himself, Kirky Fresh.
Right.
Stumbled upon his channel, and initially what he was putting out on his channel was different from everybody else on YouTube, right? Because everybody be like, oh, but it was the information that Kirk was putting out that was catching on to myself. And I said, hey, wife, hey, check this guy out. I said, I think we should book a consultation or whatnot. She was like, you know, when you start paying for stuff, you get that like Marge from The Simpsons.
When your wife said that she didn't want to pay for stuff because there's too much scamming going on YouTube.
So what I can say, I have a video on my YouTube. My YouTube is called Serious Lanes. I have a previous video that I put out prior about my interaction dealing with a carrier / broker. And initially, right off the bat, before I dealt with him, we booked a consultation with Kirk. 1 hour turned out to be like 2 hours or something like that. So initially, well, we were just, okay, can you, and then from that point on, Kirk and I literally kept in contact, right? Hey man, hey, how's it going? Oh, hey Kirk, what do you think about this? And little just tidbits, right? And I think another thing that we hit it off was because we also had the YouTube in common as well. Right. Some information that you wanted from me, and then so it's vice versa, right?
And I want to stop you there. I want to stop you there because this is why, you book a consultation, right? And we kept talking so much so that we spent two hours on the phone. You get what I'm saying?
Just yesterday it was 2 hours.
but that's what I'm trying to tell people. Like, people get angry and say that I'm charging, but some people come to me for an hour and they actually get an hour. They get an hour and a half. They get 2 hours. I got people that book a consultation that I see the vision with them, and I just genuinely keep in touch with them. So you may pay for something and still end up getting a mentorship out of me for free because I just felt like there was some connection that I needed to be with this person for a period of time. You get what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
But this is what I keep telling people, like, you stop, look at the money part of it. Look at the networking part of it.
It was the value that you had given us between that moment, Kirk. And that small value helped me when I was dealing with the situation I spoke about on my channel. And I felt like I was more knowledgeable rather than saying, oh yeah, well just book a load for me going to Tennessee and then pay me. It didn't make sense to me. And I already knew off the bat. And like my interaction, I'll just give a synopsis of it. I was like, hey, look, he was like, man, you do YouTube? Hey man, go ahead and put out I said, look, no, I'm gonna deal with you. I'm gonna see how you are. Then I will put out your information based on that. And it crashed. And I was like, nah, I ain't messing with you. On to the next. And you'll see my video that I'm about to post in the coming hours or minutes whenever I'm done with this live. But,
But
going in initially, how I got introduced with Kirk, me and my wife, we paid for the consultation right off the bat. We kept in contact, and I was like, Kirk, look, man, I'm battling with this whole newbie thing, right? And then Kirk was just like, all right, so look, here it goes.
So let me tell you what happened. Let me tell the guys what happened, right? So you reached out to me 3 times that day, and I was a little bit busy. And I say, you know what? I hit you back.
Right.
I think you called me like 8 o'clock my time or 9 o'clock my time, and I say, yo, I hit you back because I was picking up some load. And then you called me back about 1 o'clock, and I'm like, yo, I hit you back. You were like, all right, man, don't worry, man. And then finally, I reached back out to you when I fully get my load on my truck and stuff. Cause we're picking up and it's crazy.
Yeah.
And I had a sit down with you, and you were like, oh man, these brokers is giving me these 90, 60 days, these 30, 50, whatever you were telling me. And I'm driving and I'm like, oh my God, here we go with this guy.
Yeah, most definitely. And what I can tell people is,
it's crazy, right?
Coming in, your mindset can be so strong to just say, man, I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna tackle. But I tell you what, if you put everything on the line and you say you're gonna make ends meet for your family, man, getting that that phone hanging up in your face, you got all this other stuff going on. You like, man, look, the hood start to come out. Man, I know these man.
They get you cross, right?
Right, they get you cross, but at the same time, you can't do nothing. If they don't want to give you the load, you make no money. Like,
right.
So it's basically trying to figure the F out. That's literally what it is. Trying to figure the F out. Yeah.
Right. And so this is why, like so go back to the consultation. When you did the consultation initially, there was so much stuff that your wife had to ask because she had a list that y'all didn't know.
Right.
And so when I open up, I even share my own personal stuff with y'all. You get what I'm saying? And let y'all see what is double brokering. I give you a list of the companies that do startup. I let you guys understand a whole host of stuff coming in this industry. And you guys was your wife, I remember she said, oh my God, I can't wait till tomorrow to book a load because I give you guys so much confidence that you guys was ready to go, and you did. You did venture out on your own. You get what I'm saying?
You did for a short
So
period.
you did make some money from just talking to me and using the tools that I give you.
Most definitely.
However, that MC keep knocking it down because it was new. You get what I'm saying?
And I'm gonna speak about it on my channel too. It's a lot that goes into that too as well. And then you'll notice that you'll hit a roadblock between what you can make on the good loads. Like we speak now, we already know that the loads that's on the load board are kind of like wishy-washy a little bit. But at the end of the day, if you want that load and you make that call and they look and they see that date, I'm sorry, sir, we cannot. No. And they don't want to hear nothing else.
See, there's no convincing.
The fact that they're like, click. It's like, oh, bro, give me a check. No. I'm over here putting my best. I'm putting my best game. I'm like, look, man, I'm veteran owned, man. I'm very dedicated. Sorry, sir. Nope. Blue. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. You would think veteran owned, you'll think you'll get in the door with veteran owned business. Like it don't even matter.
Hold on a minute. I am going to I drop. So the way my channel is, I drop bits of pieces of information. So I kind of run my live and my YouTube channel, and I leave bits of piece of puzzle in it. So we're going to talk about what a broker told you that I caught, and you were listening, and we're going to share with YouTube today about what she said when we called that you did that though. So we're gonna talk about that.
Hey, if y'all see what was that movie with Bernie Mac? Money.
Right. But that was a game changer for you also because you didn't know that. You get what I'm saying?
And you, I don't know, man. You man, if I can't look, if y'all think Kirk is a game, I honestly, I don't even know what to tell y'all. Kirk is not paying me for this by any means. He's paying me in other ways, but working with Kirk for 1 full week. So the first week was myself and my wife. Second week was working with Kirk, and then now we're on the third week. So I'm only three weeks in this game. That first week alone, oh my God, Kirk has opened up my eyes to so many things, and that's what we're talking about, which is that broker situation. I promise you, it's so much to this game, to this trucking or box trucking thing that's just like, nobody talks about, but they like, oh yeah, we ain't gonna get into that. But anyway,
right.
Anyway,
Yeah.
But
let's get into. So you were home in Houston at your aunt's house.
Man, you can't give too much of the.
No. I'm just setting the stage for my people so they can understand how we eat it off, right?
Okay. Right.
So you were home at your aunt's house and couldn't get a load.
I was stuck in Houston, Texas. I'm just gonna give you out the scenario.
And we're not gonna get into too much details, but in 1 hour, get to 3 different parcels.
Yes. So that was when I told you this man he's a madman. Because that was a chance. I think he wanted to test to see, okay, you say you're a veteran, you say you're a hard worker, you say you can do this. I got off the phone with him. He said, hey, go pick up the load. I said, all right, I got the box truck sitting outside, gassed up, I'm ready to go. He called me again within 10 minutes. Okay, can you make it to this other load? I said, man, I'm in Houston, man. People are getting off. It's traffic all over the place. When I tell you, I drove this box truck as if I was in my Challenger. Look, it was no turning back. And then on top of that, he said, hey, look, I need you to measure this out too. Mind you, I'm driving. I'm like, what you mean measure? Like, what are you talking about? I'm trying to go get this load. He was like,
I'm like, yo, you gotta pull over and go measure the back of the truck because I have the broker wait.
3 partials within 2 hours. 3.
But you make it 2 hours because you took so long to measure the truck.
I took so long because I was dealing with Houston traffic, but you got
so you were 40 minutes away from the first stop.
Right. Yep.
Then you pick it up and I'm like, go to the second stop, but please find time to measure the truck because I have the lady on the phone. She was like, you gotta give me, let me know. And I'm like, yo, you gotta stop and measure that truck. I need to get this load. And you were so damn scared of missing the second load.
Yep.
But so it took you 2 hours to give me the measurement from the first pickup to the measurement, but we did get the load.
No,
because it was one of my brokers.
But you also told me, you was like, hey, you gotta print off the information.
The BOL, yeah, because they sent us a BOL and so I gave you that task and you were like
so much task in that short period of time. And it was amazing because I saw how he worked and he saw how I worked as well.
Oh man, it's crazy.
Man. He was like, man, this is what I really wanted. We were talking and I was just sitting there. I was in my 30-minute break. I was just like, hey man, look, I got it done, man. And I had to breathe because I couldn't believe how Kirk worked. Like you hear it on his live and he talk about partials and he show it. But I saw him in action as a dispatcher and he was on a load himself. And it was,
man,
it was unbelievable.
But then I was pressuring you for the size, and then you went to do the pickup, and the guy said, "Get out of my driveway with that."
Yep, man. Oh my God, he had me parked. Oh man, I was in so much.
Oh man, that was so crazy.
I should have failed at that, but I made it work. When I tell you something, how I look at what I can tell you is this. If you work so hard at somebody else's company and you coming into this industry and you're like, hey, I'm a boss, I'm a CEO, however you want to call yourself, that's up to you. Why so serious? What I can tell you is even though, quote unquote, me and my wife have our own company, I still move with urgency because at the end of the day, you never know what can happen on the road. You can be an accident, you can be in standby, you just never know. So I move with urgency. And not only that, but I'm working with Kirk as well. So, I don't look at it like I'm working for him. I'm working with him.
Right.
With urgency. If you're not moving with urgency, like, yep, well.
But I don't let you feel like you're working with me anyway. Because let's set this straight because your wife know my wife, right?
I'm sorry, my food getting cold. My bad.
Yeah, your wife, she know my wife. They communicate. But you don't feel like you're working for me, even though I'm dispatching you, because I still let you feel like you're the one that's running your own business.
It feels like a partnership, if anything. It's
right.
Respect.
So I have you on the phone. I'm talking to the broker. I let you listen to the negotiation skill. You listen everything. I don't hide anything from you. So And I'm like, you got it? And he's like, and then you got my MC, so you book your own load and all of that stuff, right?
Yep.
So you don't feel like you come to work for me.
No.
You get what I'm saying? But at the same time, you treat my company as if it's your company.
Yes, sir.
And I think that is so important, because this is why I bring up this subject, because we're going to talk about what led up to me going to talk about this, and the mere fact that we get this email. All right. But so anyway, so I get the 3 load within, we're going to use the 2 hour because you were late to give me my damn measurement. But guys, I literally get him 3 loads. So let me set the stage. I get him 3 loads coming out of Houston, and ultimately we meet up in Atlanta. Before you come to Atlanta, we get you an next load, and before you went back to Dallas,
I booked this load.
Yeah. You booked that load. You booked that load. And then by the time you get back to Dallas, you already book a load from a next company that I know. Yep. And that's where I made the call, and we were talking to the broker, and she revealed what we're gonna talk about. So you did a, what would we call that? Like a 360. You left from Texas all the way back to Texas.
Yeah, so I did like a horseshoe. So I went from
a horseshoe, right?
Yeah. So I went
nonstop.
Yeah, nonstop. Oh my God, no.
Oh man.
Kurt, oh my God, Kurt, like these, like people that's watching this, I hope they understand how much value you bring. The load went from Houston, Kansas City to Tennessee to Atlanta, and then it went right back up. I had to go right back up because we was in that time frame to where I'm not gonna give them your tactics, but the way how you coordinated and you communicated, when
you go right to Atlanta and spend a U-turn and come right back nonstop.
Right back. Yeah,
you never. There's no day that I make you lay over.
No,
even when you read Saturday,
there is no sitting down. Oh yeah, well I'm waiting for a load. I'm dead. No, we moving. Like we not sitting we're not sitting in the hotel. I got deadhead to go pick up the load. No, we gone. We gone. Oh,
yeah.
What is that? Okay, let me go ahead. I'll put that. Okay.
Yep.
Still up the same.
Yep.
Man, come on, man.
It's crazy.
They don't know.
You can't make this stuff up, man. You can't make it up. And this is why.
Like straight up, but
But see, this is why a lot of people want me to be a dispatcher. Because this is why I joke and I said, if I'm a dispatcher, I'm gonna take 40% because I'm gonna make sure you make $9,000 a week. And wait a minute. This all of this that we're talking about took place on a Tuesday.
No, it took place on Wednesday.
And a Wednesday. Yeah. So it's not. Yeah. I was saying to you, can imagine if I'd start working with you on a Monday. You get what I'm saying? Monday, and I still get you. I still get you good money at the end of you coming all the way back around, nonstop. So. Right. So this is what I'm trying to tell people, man. Like, you come in this business, it's good to come in the business. It's make sure that you get with someone that know what's going on, understand the business. Just know what you're getting into, because a lot of stuff out here are not what it seems. And if you don't have that support, which is the biggest thing out here, that you can rely on people and just be like, yeah, I have this person. You can give up. It's very discouraging if you don't understand. And so we work together. You accomplish the mission. Now it's just a matter of the next task. And we're gonna get into that on a whole different further down the line. But
yeah, most definitely.
Let's talk about this particular load that we get. So
I call it the Karen load. This is the Karen load.
Oh man, the Karen load. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I'm gonna do the old police thing. So get ready to laugh. I hope Ashley's watching, because she gonna crack up.
No, I think she had just cooked my food. So
man. But we so we book a load, and the load get picked up, And the way how the load was booked was there's a salesperson that get that, I guess either that's their account, that they will have their customers send over the load and then they'll forward it over to a broker to find a truck. So when we were booking the load, our understanding was that we can pick it up on a Friday and deliver it Monday or Tuesday. That was the understanding, right?
Yep, Tuesday at the latest. That's correct.
Tuesday at the latest. However, we get the load. We were on our way, but we weren't gonna make it until Tuesday. So the broker reached out to us. You want to tell them what transpired from there, and then I'll pick it up and let them know.
Ooh, okay.
when they first contact you.
So right then and there, I guess you can kind of feel something was off. So I can go back until when I booked the load and the miscommunication between myself and the guy. He thought that I was going to pick up the load. Now, Kirk wanted to go pick it up outside of Atlanta. He was having issues, and they had called me. They was like, "Hey, who is this guy named Kirk and this and that, this and that?" I'm like, "Hey, that's the driver." They was like, "Oh, well, we just want to make sure because." So I'm like, "All right, yeah, that's the guy." So what's funny is Kirk was like, "Hey, you didn't email me the information." I'm like, "Kirk, as you see in the email, I just forwarded over." He's like, "Oh, they just emailed you." So it was already some rough stuff going on, right? So Kirk picked it up. We exchanged stuff. So watch the YouTube channel so y'all see all the interactions, like the real stuff. And it was a Monday, and I was heading up from Tennessee. I just dropped off the Tennessee load that was from Houston, right? So I was heading up, and I get a phone call, and then she was like, "Hey, when is the load?" It was one of the other ladies, and I said, "Well, it may be dropped off at Tuesday Ladies." So I'm trying to figure out if it's like a straight through or the time of the drop off or different. And she was like, "So when will you be able to drop it off?" I said, "Well, Tuesday morning. What time do y'all open?" And she said, "Well, they open up at 8. I said, "Okay, well, I'll be there at 8, right?" I was like, "Okay, cool." You know, I was very professional, right? Because you want to be respectful and professional because you just never know. Again, I'm operating underneath Kirk's MC. So my whole thing is to make sure that I respect his authority, right? So I get a phone call. "Hey, bud." This is a woman. "Hey, bud, tell me what's going on." I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, I know this. Like, she don't know me. Like, bud, like, who are you? Anyway. Right. And I was explaining to her, I'm like, "Hey, look, you know, unfortunately, you know," she was like, "Hey," so at first she thought I was the dispatcher because she was like, "Hey, what's going on with your driver or whatnot?" And I was like, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, let me go back in my FMCSA bag or whatnot, right? So I'm like, right. Let me hit her with the, "Hey, my driver had to do a reset, you know." So she was just like, "Okay, where's your driver?" And I was like, "He's in St. Louis." And she was like, "Okay, so how long?" So she was trying to basically test me out. Right. Well, he had to do a reset, and she was like, "Oh, okay." And I said, she was like, "Hey, so when are you going to do delivery?" And I repeated to her like I repeated to her last time, like the other lady. And I told her Tuesday. She said, "Oh, okay." She hung up the phone. And then I get an email. Now, mind you, I just dropped off I picked up another load in Kansas City. So it was, remember, keep moving. Right. Kansas City, and I was able to look at my email, and she had said, "Hey, I need you to send over the driver ELD logs." So I'm gonna read the email. That's what I was looking for. She says right here, and a matter of fact, the lady he's talking about, she's the account manager. That's her customer. The guy who booked the load with, that's the broker. So she just give him the job and say, "Find me a truck." All right. So she's gonna send you the email. This, mind you, he got this call 8 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. She sent an email about 10:30. It's 10:26 actually. Yeah. She said, "My customer is requesting the driver's last week ELD because they had this happen to them before." Remember, we were talking about that. And she said that they had it happen before, so they want to see the ELD. Can you please send over a copy? And that's when you sent it to me, right?
So immediately after I received this email, well, let's talk about you. Immediately when you receive it, you freaked out.
I freaked out. I called my wife. I was like, "Babe, look, I don't know what to do." I was like, "Look, what is he talking about?" Like, I was like, I'm drunk. I'm like,
yeah.
Like, you know what? I say, wait. I say, if anything, look, I put my Superman, my Batman logo right up there. I'm like, Kirky Fresh, I need your help.
yeah. And so you were getting ready you were frantic, you and your wife, y'all did not know what to do.
Yep.
So then you send me the email.
Yep.
And immediately when you send me the email, you were picking up, no, you did not reach Kansas. Well, where were you?
No, I was on my way to pick up.
You were on your way to pick up, right?
I think I did pick it up, and then I read the email. Yeah, because I was loading up, and I told him to call you back right after I load up. Yeah.
So he sent me the email, guys, because his wife and him is communicating, and his wife communicates with my wife, because I don't get into that money stuff, right? So I called him and I said, "Hey, you got a minute?" And he's like, "What's going on?" And I'm like, "You ready for this? We ready to go to war?" And he was like, "Give me a minute, give me a minute."
It's crazy how you remember this. It's crazy how you remember this.
Yeah, because guys, please hit the like button. Please hit the like button.
Like button.
Touch that like button and hit it up, man. So she said, I called her. I said, "Get your wife on the phone.
Be on mute.
And mute your wife, and let's go to war." So I hit her up and I'm like, "Hi, how you doing?" Mind you, this lady don't even know that I'm the company owner. She don't even know that it was my company. So she said that I said, "Mom, what's going on?" I said, "I'm Kirk. I called the company name and I introduced myself to her. I said, "My driver is gonna deliver this load tomorrow. What is there an issue?" "Oh yeah, your driver, y'all pick it up on Friday and y'all said that y'all gonna deliver it on Monday, and my customer wants to know where their prick is at, and now they're requesting a copy of the driver's ELD record and yada yada yada." And I'm like, "Mom, okay." So first of all, when we booked this load, we were given the information that we can deliver it Monday or Tuesday. Before I could say Tuesday, she cut me off. No. I got phone record that we could go and listen to her phone calls, and I'm gonna pull it up and see right off the bat, just be nasty. And I didn't even get. So I said, "Okay, that's fine, no problem. You can go and."
It was working its way up. It wasn't there yet.
Yeah. I wasn't there because the Jamaican was taking time billing up. You know what I mean? And so I said, "Okay, so your customer wants a copy of my driver ELD record. What's up with that?" "Well, yeah, because you guys say you was gonna be there on Monday, and you guys did not show up on Monday, so now you guys got to prove to my customer that you are in a 34-hour reset." Before she could even say the word reset, I said, "Ma'am, that's not gonna happen."
Right. Yep. I remember that. Yep.
Right off the back, I tell her, I said, "Mom," I said, "you out of your mind. It's not gonna happen." "Oh, well, you can't do that. I'm like, lady, you're not couldn't find words to say. Like, mind you, your wife was on mute. She wasn't even talking to your wife.
Yeah, I was on mute too. Yeah, I was in the combo. Yeah.
His wife was like, wow.
Yeah. I did not expect, like, we talk, like, I know people hear about brokers being rude or disrespectful, but this lady took it to extreme. Let me tell you something. If somebody doesn't get that way, 9 times out of 10, if you're being professional and this person goes over and beyond and want to yell and scream or whatever, that's how you know you're in the right. Because this lady, for one, Kurt was trying to set the record straight, calm, cool, collective. And this lady just went, what are you?
I even went as far, and I'm telling her, I said, Mom, your customer and us does not have a contract. I don't even know your customer. Your customer and you are in an agreement. I don't have to fork over anything to your customer because I don't even know your customer.
What's going on YouTube? What's going on?
That's why they ain't getting crap from me.
What up, what up, what
You
up?
don't know what you're talking about. And I'm like, watch and see if you're going to get it then.
You said, okay, who was your
What's going on, guys? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Man, I am here in the engineering department, fixing up and testing out and getting some stuff started out, man. This was a live that was done by me and Serious Lane a few months ago. Thank you guys for dropping in, man. I had a little issue with my channel, so I had to do a test run, and unfortunately I had to go live to fix the issue. So I just pop up one of those videos that was done a couple months ago, talking about the abuse that we go through as truck drivers and the things that brokers be doing and the lies and the deception that they be using and the tactics that they be using to getting us to fork over information that are incorrect. So I was on this whole entire thing with Serious Lane talking about it. As you guys can see, man, it's Sunday morning. I'm gonna be dropping in later on. So you guys, you know, we're gonna be here later on talking about, is the box truck market crashing? I have a lot of information I'm gonna be talking about later on. And as you guys can see, hold on a minute. You guys can see, let me see. I am having issue with my settings on my thing, man. Let me switch my camera. Is my camera switch? All right, let me use this camera for now. I gotta figure this thing out later on. But yeah, I am going to be hold on a minute. Wait a minute. Let me see. Anyway, guys, I am going to be talking about this issue later on. It's gonna be a very, very hot topic today because since I've been back from vacation, I've been talking to brokers, and I'm going to be sharing the information that I'm getting from a lot of the brokers pertaining this whole entire box truck business, the truck industry. We're going to talk about the rates. I'm going to be talking about the rates later on. And I'm also going to be telling you guys the things that you guys need to be doing to protect yourself while out here, because even though the pandemic is quote unquote over, there's still a lot of brokers out here who are taking advantage of a lot of you guys. And a lot of you guys are because you don't know what's going on, your finances been very, very messy. And so I'm going to be talking about that later on when I come back. Shout out to everybody that was in the live. Shout out to everybody that was here. Shout out to Serious Lane, man. Give it up to Serious Lane. You guys know that we do a lot of stuff together. So yeah, we're gonna chop it up later on and let you guys understand what's going on. Also, just to let you guys know that the brokers are I dropped a broker list the other day, and I'm going to be dropping a next list later on. And this list is going to be specifically for people that that are over your 90 days. And also, I'm going to be talking to people that are some of you guys who are having issue negotiating and having a problem picking up 2 loads, man. Listen, it is not complicated to get 2 loads on your truck. However, there is a tactics that you guys got to use, and I'm going to be talking about that later, how to sit down and put 2 loads together. A lot of you guys are getting 2 loads together, but you're not getting the rate with the 2 loads because your concept behind the whole entire partial is just totally off. You get what I'm saying? Your delivery is off, your negotiation is off. Your load description of what you're looking at versus the available space that you have in your truck is off. And that's another problem that I find that a lot of guys are running into. Some of you guys are booking partial, but when you show up, it can't fit. And that's because a lot of you guys, you get what I'm saying, have an issue. Shout out to everybody that's in the live, man. But I am going to be back later on. Please come with your pen and paper because I'm going to be dropping a lot of information that is going to be helping you guys. Now, as you guys see in the beginning of this video, and I'm gonna talk about that later on, it is your responsibility to run and manage your business, regardless of the circumstances that you're going through. Whether it's a hard time right now, whether your money looking funny, whether you and your girl, you and your baby mama, you and your friend, you and your business partner, whatever it is still your responsibility to run and operate your company and make sure that you make as much profit as you can. It's not nobody else. It's not the broker. Listen, the brokers will take advantage of you if you give them the opportunity. That's never going to change. You get what I'm saying? But it's still your responsibility to protect yourself. All right. So later on, I'm going to talk about how you can come out here and protect yourself, how you can maximize on your profit. And I'm going to be answering that question later on. Is the box truck market, is it crash? Is it crashing? Is it over? Is it done for box truck? Well, I'm going to talk about that later on because a lot of you guys are getting frantic. I know Mark the Mentor. Shout out to Mark the Mentor. Shout out to Ray. Shout out to everybody that was here early on. But I know Mark the Mentor talked heavily about curbside delivery, final mile, all that good stuff. And some of you guys, we're going to touch on that later on. But some of you guys may want to look into other areas because I told you guys, even on my live, that I think as a transportation business owner, you should not limit yourself only to one aspect of that lane or that business. A lot of you guys are just want to focus on one area in the business. And that's why some of you guys are having so many issues. You're not willing to open up and broaden your horizon and go in different areas. And so now we see the market is at a disadvantage. Demand and supply is not as high as it was in the pandemic. And so a lot of you guys don't know how to deal with that and don't know how to maneuver through this type of issue that's going on in the country. There's a lot of uncertainty that's going on right now. We have the U.S. government. We have the president of the United States. That is, a lot of people don't have a lot of respect for him, Joe Biden. We have Donald Trump just getting indicted. We have the dollar collapsing. We have the WhatsApp, what's that? Cash App guy that found he was, unfortunately deleted at his premises the other day. We have a lot of stuff that's going on in the financial aspect of this business in the world right now. And so a lot of you guys are not financially strapped that are coming out here with your truck, and these brokers are taking advantage of you. We have the rates are low. We have the market, the supply and the demand is low. We have a whole bunch of stuff that's going on, but nobody's giving the answer and giving the solution how to get around these issues. And this time, a lot of you guys are financially strapped. You're on a finance bind. You have 6-7 months worth of resource put aside for your truck, and a lot of you guys are just straight up just doing the wrong thing. Just doing the wrong thing. Let me say this again. A lot of you guys are just outright not doing your box truck or your trucking company, you're not running it correctly. Okay. I talk about the DAT board. Some of you guys are asphyxiated on the DAT board. You don't look at a load board. I give you all the options. So later on, we're going to talk about how can you survive. I talk about doing some of you guys, maybe you need to start do Home Depot. Start mix your final mile with your OTR. Maybe you need to do OTR and then sign up with a final mile company where everywhere in the state, wherever you go in the state, you can do final mile. I know when I used to do Home Depot is everywhere. They're everywhere. You get what I'm saying? And once you can get access to a Home Depot, if you're in Chicago and you live in Chicago and you go down to Texas and it's a slow day and you can't find no load, go run some Home Depot. You get what I'm saying? Some of you guys are doing Amazon. You love Amazon. Mix your Amazon with your OTR. You get what I'm saying? Some of you guys have these apps that Mark the Mentor talk about. Jump on these apps while you can't find a load on the board and start to maneuver and run around and do some of those stuff that we're talking about. Because a lot of times, opportunity to grow your business is not just in one area. You gotta be able to move around and do a lot of different things to make this thing work. Some people, you can just do OTR and be good. But some of you guys, you got to do multitask. You get what I'm saying? And so later on, I'm going to be talking about that. And we're going to be talking about, is the box truck market crashing? And a lot of people are out here frantic. We have I spoke to brokers who are telling me that guys are taking rates that are so low that they're literally moving loads in trucks that they were paying $1,400 for. Now they're paying $800 because a lot of you guys are desperate. They say, yeah, we got a lot of we have more desperate guys booking load than actual guy who knows how to book their load. That's what I'm getting from brokers. So we're going to talk about that later on. And a lot of you guys who are watching the load board and watching these different type of load board and booking the load and talking to brokers, a lot of you guys got to understand that there is a bigger picture. There's a bigger picture that is hold on a minute, guys. Let me fix this thing. There's a bigger picture. There's a bigger picture of that is out here for a lot of you guys box trucks. So a lot of you guys gotta come out of this one set mindset. You get what I'm saying? $1,400 for $1,400 for a box truck. Guys are taking $800. A partial I pay $1,400. Partial I pay $1,400. Guys are taking $800. It is ridiculous because a lot of you guys are doing the thing and you're doing it wrong. All right. So later on, I'll be back. Shout out to everybody that was here, man. As I said, I have a final tune to do on my setup. And then later on, I'm gonna be here. Is the box truck business, is it crashing? For a lot of you guys, I'm gonna tell you right now, it is crashing. It is crashing because you guys are not doing it correctly. So later on, I'm going to come back and I'm going to sit down and I'm going to walk you guys through the steps. You get what I'm saying? Some of you guys are doing the ELD wrong. Some of you guys are booking the load wrong. Some of you guys are booking the partial wrong. I'm going to talk about those type of stuff. Some of you guys are putting limited access on your business. And this is why a lot of you guys are not financially making the kind of money you're making. You got to open up. Guys, you're in the transportation business. You are in a transportation business. You are supposed to willing to go any and everywhere to make money for your business. This is what you sign up for. This is not a business that it's not a 9-to-5 where you can just go in and clock out and put limitation on what you're supposed to do. Like I said, man, later on we're going to talk, and I'm telling you guys right now, come with your pen and paper. Come with your pen and paper because I'm going to be talking about utilizing your truck once again And I'm going to be going in on how to put partial on your truck. You get what I'm saying? I'm going to show you guys once again how to maneuver your truck, because a lot of you guys are doing it wrong. You get what I'm saying? So check me out later on. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, man. I'm going to be back later on, and I'm going to be talking about getting your box truck business out of the crisis and how to stay afloat until we go through this whole entire financial changes and crisis that's going on. I'm going to see you guys later on, man. It's going to be a hot topic later on, so please be here with your pen and paper. As you guys know, it's your boy Kirk, man. I will see you guys later on. And if you guys want to finish watch that interview between me and Serious Lane, it is on my channel. Go and watch it. It's a few months back, so go and watch it. And it was a great discussion. I think Mr. Smith and everybody was there eventually. But go and watch it, and I will catch you guys later on. Peace out.